They all fall over like dominoes. Bingo. Okay, tell me more, Sweden. Tell me about your earthly desires. They do not include ice-cold Iceland. And hot damn, you are getting whipped by those Norwegians. Their high prices killing you. Okay, we can start on Hamburg here. I'm just very happy we were able to delay the missionary because Hamburg needs to become our property. Berlin's finally down. I could peace out with them now, but it's more important that I make Brandenburg look exceedingly weak to their enemies like Magdeburg and Saxony. I want Magdeburg and Saxony to roll in and have an all-you-can-eat buffet. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to cancel your movement, and I'm actually going to send in the cavalry. Actually, no, it's a river crossing, so forget that idea. It was good on paper, but I'm not willing to take more losses than need be. On you go, lads. It's July in Germany. It must be pretty hot under those seal coats. Okay, so funny thing there. Our cavalry does not have a cavalry unit. So it's these guys. They're our cavalry. Call him Dave. He just runs around clacking some coconuts together going, nay. Like a true Swede. I mean, he's happy. We're happy. No real reason to question it. Now, Red Crane, you're getting a little ahead of the story there. So we may as well continue our looting, but I do want that siege general taking care of Hamburg, since that is what we need. I don't think, honestly, that we need to actually siege Hamburg down. Okay, well, Magdeburg just got a revolt, and Saxony is involved in another war, so neither of them are going to be ripping apart Brandenburg here. But what I can say is, Brandenburg, you are divorced from all your friends, really. You'll have to find some other. I can't take provinces. That really guts me, to be honest. I want them, but we'll take your money. We'll humiliate you. We'll take all your money, and you may no longer have claims on us. I wish I could make you a glorious vassal, but the AE for doing that would be obscene. For me, at least. But this is an aggressive expansion free peace deal. Gives me a good chunk of money and makes me relatively safer from Berliner expansion into me. So that works out quite nicely. We even get a touch of prestige, and trust me, we haven't had much prestige in a long, long time. Get you guys over there. So I want that province, and only Sweden and Norway would coalition me for it. That's really rather nice, and is exactly what we're looking for. But we're I'm thinking of giving it a bit more time. Now, if I made a glorious vassal out of you, it would that would shake things up. But no, we're just going to take that one province. The reason we're so obsessed with this province is that it has... Ooh, I want all your money as well. Hope you don't mind. We're only going to get the base 26 development worth of aggressive expansion, doubled of course because of the rules I mentioned earlier, but because it has these two, it's like plus 20%, plus 20 raw trade power. I'll throw our merchant guilds on it as well, most likely, even though I've done a lot of things to them. I'll have to really consider that though, because I'll have to hold out for over 10 years for those other things to die away. Honestly, they have a bit too much control over my lands, but I want that. Basically, I want that everything in here. I want it all, and I want it now. May as well take it now, since there's no coalition for it. Thank you kindly. So there we go, and checking that aggressive expansion. Why in the world have I got federations here, and what used to be here? Cultures... oh, estates. Let's get rid of that garbage. Give me back my estates. Pretty happy that these saves are compatible. Compatibility is never guaranteed in a new patch, but we do like to think we can try for it. And I'll be honest, I do want to decrease the autonomy here. Catholic zealots, you don't scare me. This is kind of scary though, I can't even get it converted. I may have to throw the clergy on it. I don't want to throw the clergy on it. I want these trade power bonuses. But I also really want it converted. Getting the clergy on my side might be a good idea, actually. I need to get it converted. I have missionary strength guy, but he's super expensive. Also, you do make loads of base tax for me anyway. And the autonomy doesn't hurt this that much. Yeah, you know what, we'll go clergy. We might not even have to... Are you about to tell me I didn't get the +2 from clergy? Curses. Oh, I did. It is going up, that's good. Might take a wee while though. So again, that got rid of Lubeck, but at least I've eclipsed them, which gives me +10, up from the pathetic +5 you used to get. So it's a case of pick another enemy. I don't want to make it Bohemia. Brunswick might be an idea, but I have to consider who they like and who their friends are. Don't care about either of these people, and we're mutual rivals, so it makes a good bit of sense for Brunswick there. Also gonna say no more embargo for you since it's costly. You have it. Dancing around. Jake, can you form Prussia? I could, but I won't. It would not change my ideas, so that is a pretty good reason not to. Alright, I'll be honest, I'm gonna need that. I don't want to dismiss Mule here. I'll just pay for it. I want this province converted on the double. So we're looking alright. Well, we're looking not half bad. And I will get that place cored, but only after it's converted. Should be done in about 3 years. But again, look at that aggressive expansion. 33 in Brunswick, 36 there, 89, 47. This is why I had to increase my relations so high. Oh, this is wonderful news if ever there was some. Saxony, allied to the HRE, is friendly towards me. I need that. Greater Denmark is allied to Saxon rival Palatinate. Palatinate themselves are also rather strong. I'd rather have two and mediate between them. Too many diplomatic relations is also hurting me. I'll be honest, Munster. You're not really cutting the mustard, but then again, I do want an extra friend. I don't care if it costs me dip, because I am hurting. Alright. It's very hard to get more out of Saxony, though. Very hard indeed. Getting more reasons. I would have to break up with Munster, but Saxony is a machine, and the fact that they're friendly with the Emperor really helps out a lot there. Sorry, Munster. This has to go. Let's get ourselves some better friends. That's an important lesson in life. Always look to have better friends. Maybe influence ideas would be useful, Jake. That is too close to a good idea for this bad ideas guy run. I had to take one of the 3 admin ideas, either economic, innovative, or administrative. Administrative would have been great for the adaptability, and innovative would have been amazing for catching up on that tech. But those would be too good for ideas. It's tempting to gun down centralization right now and just wait for the admin to make that a core. So I'm going to do just that. We make plenty of admin as it is, and keep that speed up. Also, I need some better friends. Seems to have worked. Weakening Berlin has now made Brunswick expand into the hick. The reason I really didn't want Brandenburg getting strong was because they hated my guts and would get some super strong ideas. Even though them and Poland should knock heads over things. So I need to keep those relations just grand with you, and I see Sweden are almost being competent here, but not quite. I may have to wait this one out, or I have to hope that Sweden can wait this one out for another year. Sure, spare no expenses. We're doing not so bad on this, thanks to our economic ideas. Jake, will you take espionage, naval, and maritime? Shh, let's not get ahead of the game here. What I will do is get lowering my maintenance around here though, because it's a little unnecessary. We grabbed another fort. I don't feel like paying for it. To be honest, I don't feel like having it, but I don't know who's going to come knocking in the future. It might be super useful. Damn it. Norway could not hold out. If Norway had held out for another half a year, we could have declared war and gunned down ice cold Iceland. Well, could have if I could reach there. Yes. I work on this game. I know where the map modes are. There we go. Huh, well, glad I didn't do that then, because Norway would be outside of my range. Unless I teched up, but then we're going into good ideas, and that's not what this run was about. I'm so glad that you and I see eye to eye there, Saxony. But Bohemia are still a little on the fence about me. Palatinate, my good friend. Enemy of Saxony, but hopefully they come... Oh boy. Foreign military, said to be a militarist. Borders me. Do you want my provinces? Of course you want my provinces. Do you have claims on my Of course you have claims on my provinces. See, that's tragic. Now our... I have no reasonable casus belli upon Norway. Nor can I really make one, nor can I diplo-vassalize them. I also can't forge claims on Scotland. I would love to fight Scotland. Well, maybe not with France is getting involved, but you gotta pick your battles, really. So Sweden are only allied with England, but England have Austria under a personal union, so I would have to strike when England don't want to get involved. And if there's one time England wouldn't want to get involved, it's when they're getting thrashed by France. That would mean France would also have to thrash Austria. It's just... never gets any easier. No CB Scotland. Might even be cold enough for your units up there. See, no CBing Scotland would mean... yeah, actually it wouldn't be that bad. But it wouldn't be good. It'd be far from good. Munster there, allied with Scotland. Far too far away for any kind of... yeah, diplo-vassalizing's not really cutting the mustard for me. And everybody I'm near are so small that I couldn't even threaten war to do, for these things. Brandenburg is now so small that threaten war could be possible, but we have a tonking big truce. Brunswick, however, if they take one of these, well, oh, well, funny you should do that, Brunswick. Okay, sadly, relative strength of my alliances does not seem to be all that big. Bah humbug. Granted, I could fight you IRL, see how it goes. And I could trounce you, but I'd have to consider it for what reason. I could do it for power projection, that is an avenue of thought to pursue. They are slightly weakened after that war, but they also have two friends, and underestimating the strength of these friends around here is something I should not be doing. Then again, Saxony and I... no, I can't have Saxony border me, that's troublesome. Yeah, it's very troublesome, actually. Okay, England, I have no reason to rile you up. We're at war with Burgundy, Bremen, and Flanders. Don't know why you'd have anything to do with me there, but I hope you get ravaged thoroughly, so that Sweden becomes somebody I can, you know, put my D into. D for Dane. D for the best looking seal skin costume you've ever seen. This conversion has taken so long I could even get our next idea and get those ship cost reduction for the mighty cog wall. But I really need to get that core on the go. good on either front, but I want Marvin Higgins in charge anyway, so reputation really doesn't count for all that much. Somebody's suggesting that I keep a relation on Muscovy, keep it high, but I'm not thinking about that. I'm sure there are better uses for them, I just haven't found them yet. Like, you know, keeping all these HRE miners out of a coalition against me. Keeping Bohemia appeased. Yeah, at least if I get everyone up, it takes 33 years for it to tick down. But another thought is getting my claims on Sweden. But again, if I get caught, then it's aggressive expansion. And yeah, I don't like that. I need my aggressive expansion to go down, not up here. So we got this chord. Boom, that unrest is going to dribble away. Very nicely indeed. Good ideas indeed. Right, the nobility I haven't actually given much power to, but they are really quite loyal to me. Where is Agdgar? Sounds awful. Oh, of course it is, it's up here. I mean, I'd rather they didn't have it, to be honest. Okay, either they rise up or they get pissy. We'll let it slide. Okay, East Frisia, you are really getting on my nerves here. Sweden will soon integrate you, which is troublesome and not troublesome. But mostly troublesome. Never gets any easier. Trouble is, Sweden would pimp slap me on the seas. It's an idea that I do a naval build-up. Won't get any better kind of galleys for a wee while though. And they almost have theirs. Let's have a quick look at that actually, shall we? Military navies. Sweden. Yeah, they would destroy me. And they would get Highland, no problem as well. Mind you, don't think they would destroy Muscovy on land with ease. Well, maybe a bit easier if Muscovy actually get their 646 on the go. England are slowly getting bogged down there. As soon as I see an opportunity, I will take it and strike them. I will strike them hard. Ah, of course, the awful people of Norway want to rise up again. I mean, hard to blame them. If I was in Norway, I'd be revolting as well. But once I have the chance, I'll start getting these converted to Norse. In the meantime, I have no problem with them revolting, because they're just going to march into Sweden and become Sweden's problem. If I can beat Sweden to Tech 12, on the other hand, though, oh boy, very hard times for them. I can't really tech up. I have to focus on this, even though the tech would be ludicrously cheap. Right, Bohemia maintaining electorship, emperorship. It's rigged. Jake, fire that +2 advisor. I really don't want to. I need every admin I can squeeze right now. I need to reform because it's no fun being a chief. I get those horrible tribal events that I'm sure is going to claim the life of Higgins Marsvin as and when it gets the opportunity to. There we go. Cogwall. After a lengthy explanation of the difference between boats and the King's collection of small painted discs, Arch-Chancellor William may take funds from the Royal Treasury to acquire the finest used cogs for the realm. No, England don't desire that much other than France, and why down here? No, I kid you not, why down here? What interest do you have? Why is... Ah, of course, you see it as an extension of Austria's. Oh, here we go. Right, England did get involved. That is a tragedy in itself. I need to get all this up and start figuring out what we do here. Well, we're certainly going to be getting our forts on the go. Hoyland is a lost cause, but at least these provinces are going to rise up. I mean, I have to join in, but I need to give this a bit of clever thought. So Muscovy isn't currently in any war, but they are out-teched ever so slightly. I am not, however. I'm up to date with all that jazz. Could do with a fair few more troops, though. And this is a great opportunity to earn some favour with Muscovy, but I have to stop Muscovy from bordering me. That means essentially making a rim of provinces that I rather like. Fortunately, ahead of time I have labelled provinces that are of my interest. Muscovy have their own ideas. Let's not share vital interest, shall we? That could get sloppy. Muscovy do have some great numbers of units, but their ideas are pathetic. Oh, no, they have second offensive idea. The Swedes may have offensive, but that is not morale. They have that combat ability, of course, but 10 isn't that big of a rule changer, though, when it comes to tech. 11 is better. But yes, troop count is an important one. England will likely be able to throw what they can against it, although they're also at war with the Ottomans. I wonder why. Tunisian reconquest of blah blah blah. Okay, that's involving Portuguese. But the English will probably dedicate forces over here because the English are like that, you know. Annoying. This is annoying, though. These Swedes could just march down here and slap me silly. I have to give them the good fight so that Muscovy can push. Push, push, push. Oh, but this is lovely. They are so lacking in forts. So very lacking in forts. Well, we have to do our best. Let's consider the army strength here. Sweden are probably going to have like 25k. LMNPQR Sweden. Sweden have 28k out of 29. I'm going to have to push a little higher than what I have here, and what I have is not much. Asian Arc Busy Air not really going to cut the mustard. Well, we do what we can, since we must. Let's also get you a little closer over here. Hopefully there are no Swedes around to kick my ass. We'll find out in a second, though. There they are. Oh, of course, thankfully the Muscovites have their allies on their side as well, which includes the Ottomans? So you're going to call the Ottomans? When the heck did you ally the Ottomans? Oh well, why worry? The Ottoman fleet could even come up here and roger them senseless. Well, might as well just accept as soon as our boats are in position. Let's do this. Fort on Skåne, fort over here. Let's do what we can, for we must. There's a thought. I have access to cannons, but I've not built a single one. Would certainly help with the sieging if I did such a thing. We can also get our sea. Okay, I dare not put Marsfin into the blender. I would really quite like a better general, but getting the nobles up to 70% is risky business. But you know, if everybody gave us just a few ducats, my friends, just a few. It's kind of dangerous because I want them to be super happy with me. But I do love money. I love money so much. Yeah, we're ahead in mill anyway, let's go for it. Fire is the one thing our Viziers can do. And this is an opportunity to spank you, although my morale is a little pants, shall we say. We'll see what we can do from Midtjylland. And then again, don't know why I came all this way without securing Holstein, and wait, Holstein? Yeah, of course. It's in my zone of control, not that that's going to help all that much. At least Hoyland gives me a bit of advanced warning. So what do you say, Ottomans? It's because they're already at war with England, they can't join another English war, but once that other war is over, and this tells me that they're probably going to wage on for a while. Well, we'll see how it goes. A little frustrating to be so heavily blockaded. Jake, you can decrease autonomy in Norwegian land. No, I'm confident those Norwegians are going to do their utmost. Oh, shoot, you guys. Forgot about East Frisia again. I would love to mark it as interest for me, but I wonder if my ally is going to put me over the aggressive expansion limit if I take it. That would be super cruel if he did. Oh man, I'm just starting to think, is he going to use tactics against me like that? We'll see, it'll actually be quite amusing. Depending on what he does, that is. So it's kind of important for me to root out smaller issues before they become particularly big issues. We only need 6,000 to siege this down, so we'll get the rest of our units over here and deal with this new coming scum. I'm sure Ulrich can rise to the occasion, and if he dies in... Oh, shoot. I didn't see that coming. I should have seen it coming, but I didn't. And I can't get out of there in time. 25th, 20th. Well, don't underestimate me. Actually, that's not going to stop them at all because they control both sides of this. Ah well, you win some, and some you don't win. It's probably a wipe for me, yeah. So remind me again, Sweden, what do you... Oh dear, you want a lot. Hamburg barely have the numbers to keep them out. And I don't have the navy to have some flexibility here. And even though I am at war with a rival, that's not going to be enough to get me the access I require through here. In a sense, my army is stuck. And that's bad. That's really quite bad. Yeah, the entire Swedish army is on me. You kidding me? My cannon guy doesn't even have a cannon. Does he just stand there going boom, 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 boom? Okay, well... Oh, hello England. I see you've noticed I'm not quite boned enough and have decided to join in. Well, I can understand where you come from. Lubeck is giving access to Muscovy, which gives everybody access to come and slaughter me. Okay, he's kind of pissing off a bit, which is good. He sees the Muscovites on their way. Unfortunately, he's still at 10. Muscovy's still at not 10, which is not good for me. But as long as he buggers right off, I can take these guys out individually. Ah, shoot, England, would you just go away? So you want to attack me in Wismar, which is fine by me, because I arrived there before you. Yep, you're locked in. I really don't want Ulrich to be doing this, though. But it needs to be Ulrich unless I roll for a better general. We only have 6